All right, what's happening, fam? Good morning. L.A.R movement still moving. Okay, liberal good cop, conservative bad cop. Um, Very simply put, find yourself in a police station. You know, in a sense like in a movie when they have the interrogation. You got the good cop, you got the bad cop. So when we talk politics, that's what the liberal is, the good cop. Now, mind you, both people are cops, and you are supposed to be the suspect. So neither one is on your side. So when one of them is trying to butter you up to make you feel safe, you know, and it's gonna be all okay, they still trying to bust you. When the one's just like, we're gonna take it out, we're gonna take it out. they're supposed to shake you up so the good cop could bust you. You know what I'm saying? Either you gonna crack under the pressure, or you gonna think somebody's your friend and you gonna jam yourself up. You know, they just giving you two ways to screw yourself, right? So when you hear Republicans or conservatives say, you know, "Oh, it's the liberals. The liberals are doing this to you because they act like your friend. They're your friends, but you're really not." You know that they're absolutely true. But at the same time, we you get that conservatives and Republicans ain't your friend either. So, you know, you take that into society, and basically, people look at liberals as, you know, your frenemy, right? You know, but people try to say liberals are your frenemy, and Republicans and conservatives, or liberals are your frenemy and conservatives are that hard ass that's trying to get the best out of you, that has the best intentions for you, which is not true, you know. But people try to to spin it to look a particular way when it's not like that. So that's a whole other story, right? So the problem with that is this: when you see it in practical application, liberals may set policies that have a long-term effect of destroying things, and conservatives may be out in the street with Nazi flags and being race soldiers trying to kill people who trying to get ahead. You know, I forgot that old movie where they had the guy, the people sitting at the table, the conservatives and the liberals, or the Democrats and Republicans sitting at the table, and the guy was, and they had the black people being the maids and servants, and it was like, and they were explaining, you gotta let a couple of them up, and you know, because if you don't let anybody up, it's gonna be mass chaos. It's gonna be uprising. So you don't want anybody to get ahead, but you gotta incorporate some of these people in the system, pretty much. But the fact that they are able, the liberal and conservative are able to sit down at the table and discuss, excuse me, and discuss what's going on in society, makes you understand that, you know, okay, the problem with that is the problem with that is very simple. I'm gonna get on these fools trolling in a minute, but I'm gonna get on these fools trolling in a minute. Problem with that is this: once you realize that you have no friends on both sides because they're both cops, just because one's a good cop and one's a bad cop does not mean they're not both cops. Because in that scenario, a good cop and a bad cop, if we're going by the ideals of good and evil, will never be partners. That's like having a good cop of Optimus Prime and his partner is Megatron. You know, the good cop is God and the bad cop is the devil, but they both work together, and they drive and they go on a beat together, and they do make bust and arrest together. It's just not gonna work. So the fact of the matter is, when people talk about, oh well, you might don't like our racism, but it's not as bad as these people breaking up your family. Well, both of them are racist, and both of them plan to break up the family. Both of them um, the, set up this situation for economic deprivation, and both of them set up the plan for destroying the family. You know, it's just one person. The conservative did it overtly, and the liberal did it covertly. But they're on the same team. You know, when people try to say no, 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 no. You know, people are changing. Yeah, people are changing. But you know why people are changing? You know, there's an aspect of people having a change of heart. Not necessarily because they have a change of heart or they're different people. It's because this country is collapsing and people are hedging their bets. And they're trying to, straddle the fences of who they think are going to come out on top and the most successful. It has nothing to do with right and wrong and humanity. No. That's all bullshit. So, at some point, what are people gonna do? Because that's the basic conversation of when people say the lesser of two evils. You know, a liberal will be considered the lesser of the two evils. Just like I got to get into this before I stop because I forgot about it, but I want to, like when we get to that's why I'm not really bringing up a racial technically aspect of it, because when you get conservatives are considered like just white racists, but that's not true. You got conservatives of every. You got conservative whites who are racist. You got conservative blacks who are what would you call coons, a sellout. You got conservatives, Hispanics who straddle the both fences of being Hispanic and racist. The same thing with Muslims, Asians, women. It's the same thing. LGBT and Q, and now it's Q. Like y'all adding too many letters to this shit. Y'all gotta pick something that doesn't keep adding and adding and adding. But that's a whole nother story. But it's the same thing with liberals. They have liberals that are white. They have liberals that are black and Hispanic and all that. But the thing about it is, I guess us as black people, we could pick out the liberals. We could spot racism a mile away. So I got you. I ain't fucking with you. But when somebody's liberal, it takes us more time. And one of the easiest signs is when somebody brings you up in their convenience. Because a lot of times with liberals, liberals interject themselves, to the point, and we gave them that option because we interject everybody else to say, look, if it's happening to us, it's gonna happen to you. That's it's happening to blacks and Latinos and black and brown people. Now, when we saying black and brown people, sometimes we actually mean blacks and Hispanics, and sometimes we actually mean black Hispanics and the rest of Hispanics. But we never are specific in saying this. Or because we're in all of these groups. You could be black, you could be black Hispanic, you could be black Muslim, you could be black, you could be quote unquote woman, you could be black, you could be LGBT. So you could be black. What did I miss? Can you be black and Asian, Afro-Asiatic? Yeah, they got mixed people, but they're not usually in a conversation at all. So, but the point I'm making is, when you get with liberal conversation, it's when something happened to black people, they pretty much silent. But then when something happened to their group, you see how they're doing us. Us and the blacks have the same issue. We don't have the same issue all the time because you only standing up when it affects you. When it affects Muslims, then it's blacks and Muslims. When it affects Hispanics, then it's black and Hispanics. When it affects women, then it's black and women. When it affects gays, then it's black and LGBT. But other than that, no, it's not an effect across the board. Like we're gonna ride with you. We're gonna ride with you for real. We're not gonna opportunistically ride with you. So that's my part about that. I'm gonna move on to the next thing. Peace.